Alright, let's start the event. I think as I do the event, I can earn her materials. So, not a big deal, I guess. Showdown in Chinatown, alright. You forgot her name. Either he's talking about Jessica or Baby Blue. Jessica's skin has that. Excuse me.
相传商周时期，天地间魑魅魍魉横行，有恶兽为祸人间，令神州萧条，生灵涂炭。
Yeah, I did. I got one.
幸有大贤方相氏受天子之托，向12摄提神请愿，得巫武之力，降服恶兽，收为己用，更名为显道兽。 显道兽得摄提神感召，化为驱逐世间诡异、护一方安宁的神兽，得万民敬奉。然至唐末时，战乱频起，为受显道兽之传承延续，最后的方向在兴之前，将其分别托付给。
When I think of Flutter Page, I think of paper birds, not pillows.
显道兽强梁，壮虎衔蛇，凶悍无匹。得强梁之人，后以兽为名，改姓为梁，世代相承。时至今日，虽说世间已不再有妖魔肆虐，梁家也已不像过去那样风光，但家族上下 都始终牢记祖训，守礼克己，秉公持正，将为世间惩奸除恶视为己任。翻开家谱，每一个名字后，然而显道兽强梁却已有近100年未曾。直到你，我最引以为傲的女儿，直到你再一次唤醒了强梁，你可知自己肩负着何种重望？
我知道的，爸爸。I will not fail our family. I will fulfill my destiny as a worthy master of Qiangliang.
Who's your top 3 favorites, Brixie?
Morning, guys. All right. Who wants to hit me with some good news and make my day a little easier?
The report on that summoning ritual's done. Seems like the destination was some farm out in the sticks.
Hey, did someone take the pendulum without signing it out? We've only got one to go around.
Oh.
Let's try this another way.
I didn't yet.
First 3 of you to give me some good news will earn yourselves a coffee. My treat.
Get ready, T, because what I'm about to tell you next is gonna blow your mind.
And probably not in a good way.
Save me a cup. I gotta find our pendulum thief first.
Hello? Excuse me? I'm still here. I'm a tax-paying citizen. I pay your salary, so why don't you stop gossiping and do your job?
真係上梁不正下梁歪。
Him again? What's he complaining about this time?
Some nonsense about making a mistake while we were out searching for a dog in Chinatown.
A missing pooch? Since when are we the dog patrol?
Tell you which character I want the most? What character is even available? Or is it all of them that's currently not limited in there?
I know, it's not our job. and then he got all huffy about us being brash and naive. And then I was right back to complaining about the incident last year.
You remember when that rookie saw bruises on a kid and kicked up a whole fuss about child abuse? Turned out it was just some traditional Chinese massage. After they got cleared of the charges, the kid's parents were fuming about it for weeks. But like, come on, it's literally a rookie mistake. He apologized and they forgave him. You'd think that'd be a problem solved, right? But this guy just wouldn't let it go. He's not even related.
Is it randomized? Oh,
Still,
free random. Okay.
Must have left a bad taste in his mouth, I guess. I just don't get why he's complaining about it to us. We don't find missing dogs. We find critters.
Okay.
Well, at least most folks are friendly. Yeah. Well, I was asking for good news. So how about something upbeat?
Sorry, I've got nothing of that particular flavor. Just the opposite.
Let me guess. Our vigilante struck again?
I'm so over her.
The vigilante night piercer bestows justice to LA streets. Ugh, so melodramatic. Who got hit this time?
Some rich varsity boys. They got in the news over some hazing incident that put a teammate into the ICU. But you know how it is. Strings are pulled and all the charges went away.
But get this. All of them were found penned up on the school's fencing this morning. And with those injuries, looks like they can kiss college football goodbye.
Hate to say it, but I gotta side with the vigilante on this one. Those kids were monsters. Still.
We're the police, and crime is crime. Doesn't matter how scummy the victims might be.
The arcane skill this guy cast, using those needles, it's like he's trying to imitate Detective CO7. What's up with that?
CO7? Like from the movie series? Don't act so surprised I've seen them. You know I love movies about Arcanum.
So, do we got anything?
Have you seen the look on Chief Eldon's face yet?
Hot damn. I know that look. Wasn't the last time when he found out his daughter was dating some jackass crook? I know this night piercer guy's been tricky, but is it really that bad?
You don't know the half of it. The pressure's been building on him. Now, apparently the up-tops are sending us some support. Some cadet from the Vigils Bureau. I guess they've decided we're not working hard enough, or something.
Vigils? From the Foundation? Aren't they only responsible for the Arcanum crimes that'll cause serious consequences? I don't see how this night piercer guy is their kind of trouble. Besides, how's a Vigil even going to help us? They don't know the city like we do. And wait, did you say cadet?
You heard me. Apparently, they decided this is gonna be a thing. Send the cadets along to assist and test their chops. So now we're not just dog catchers, we're babysitters too.
Is this some kind of joke?
Your words, my lips.
The chief said it's a chance to develop a better working relationship between us and the Vigils. I think Brass just wants to cozy up with the St. Pavlo Foundation.
Yeah, that would explain the look on Eldon's face. So what? Anyone know when this cadet is due? Or hell, anything useful at all?
I heard tell it's some Chinese girl from a famous family of arcanists. She's got a mega powerful familiar, and that's why the Vigils recruited her.
Really? Just for her familiar? That can't be the only reason. Did she at least, like, score well on her tests?
Apparently, she didn't even take the test. She was still in training when she was picked. No field experience at all.
So you mean this girl's a total liability? Some spoiled rich kid debutante looking for a chance to polish her resume?
That's not exactly what I said.
Well, she's well. Her personality and her appearance looks pretty nice.
Excuse me. I'm Vigil Cadet Liang Yue from the St. Pavlo Foundation, Vigil's Bureau, reporting for duty, ma'am. Could you please point me to Deputy Chief Alden?
He's in his office.
I see. Thank you.
That's our princess? I've seen street rats bigger. I bet I could lift her up with one hand.
Don't forget her familiar. Though, I don't see it now, so she must be a summoner.
Yeah, I agree. I like her outfit before the insight.
Lucky her. I wish my great-great-great-grandpa left me something like that.
So what's Eldon gonna do? No way he's letting this baby rat scurry into our investigation. I'll show her the door myself if he'll let me.
Guaranteed our Vigil-to-be is a spoil airheaded legacy pick. I can't imagine she's the type to follow orders.
Guys, we won't get any answers just sitting here.
Yeah, you're right. I need to get back to work. Josh is out on leave, so I've got to cover all his cases.
Hey, hold on. I've got a way to get the scoop on this girl.
Are they gonna eavesdrop now?
Liang Yue, especially recommended by the Foundation's East Asia branch for selection into the Vigils Bureau, top of class during your training. Selected to serve as the pilot for the Vigil Cadet Field Training Program with the LAPD Division for Arcane Affairs. It's an impressive resume.
Thank you, sir. Actually, it's not that...
Did I ask for an explanation?
No, sir.
Then don't give me one. You talk when I tell you to talk. You sit when I tell you to sit, and you do exactly as I say when I say. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Classic Eldon. Reminds me of the good old days.
Good? The hell was so good about them? Think you've taken one too many smacks on the noggin. Still, she isn't as stuck up as I expected.
And she's probably a wuss. I figured she was gonna backtalk him. More like a meek little mouse than a rat.
I've been told you're here to assist us in catching the vigilante known as Night Piercer. But one look at you tells me you don't have the chops. I'll bet you're greener than any rookie on my force. Now, Liang, answer me. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
On this beat, you're going to encounter arcane crime that is worse than anything you've seen in your training. Beyond your imagination. Are you prepared?
Yes, sir.
When it comes to dealing with arcanist criminals, you need wits and you need strength. One mistake and you could end up in a casket on that long flight back home. So I ask again, are you up to this challenge?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
No, you aren't.
Boy!
Read it.
The arcanist scammer Johnny 3 times has been apprehended. Using his arcane skill, ominous obeisance, he manipulated his victims to do anything he asked, specifically transferring all their money to him. In order to successfully cast his arcane skill, he requires his target to answer yes 3 times in 1 minute.
If you had been dealing with him, he'd already have you dumping your trust fund into his bank account. Or worse.
She was only answering like that because you're her superior. What the hell?
With all due respect, sir, that isn't a fair evaluation. I wouldn't have answered you that way if you were not my commanding officer.
Fair? There is no fair when it comes to arcanists. You've read the headlines about this guy and think you know what to expect? But what if he had abilities the news didn't know about? What if he could disguise himself? Or do you think that crooks just leave their resumes behind at the crime scene?
You're telling her not to trust you?
No, sir.
No,
This article is published
He's got a
week ago.
scruff. Don't you see?
If you were as ready as you claimed, You should have known about this con man and his arcane skill. If you had any smarts, you'd have at least figured out I was probing you. But you didn't. I don't know what the Foundation and your vigils teachers taught you. Frankly, I don't care. Because you don't have the practical skills necessary to keep yourself alive on these streets. I will absolutely not put a kid like you on the Night Piercer case.
Is he on your husband, no least?
Cold and ruthless as a Minnesota winter. Eldon's never been a people person. Guess that's why they keep him stuck down here with us.
I don't know. I agree with him. But he's being pretty rough on her.
Of course not.
She's definitely too young for this. What you think? She gonna cry?
Look, if she can't handle the chief, then she can't handle this city.
Is that right? I seem to remember someone's eyes going red a few times on her first day.
What? Shut up! I didn't.
Shh. Listen.
End of discussion. If you want to call home to your daddy or the Foundation and get reassigned somewhere else, be my guest. But as long as you're in my department, you'll follow my rules. For now, I'll assign you some of the lighter cases. This is grunt work, kid. Try not to mess it up.
Hold on. I've got a bad feeling.
Oh, it's your responsibility now.
Area Poitier will be your partner and field training instructor.
Arya?
She'll be happy to help you adjust.
Isn't it Arya?
Isn't that right, Officer Poitier?
Penalty for eavesdropping. Oh.
Crap. Guess my day isn't getting any easier.
What you mean? I already did a summon. Oh, the letter. Hold on. Where is it?
Waking up early and managing the
Is it an
tablet.
item?
Now I get restless when I have.
Not settings. I don't actually know where it is. Storage consumables? It's not here. Where do you even find that? Ah, sorry, warehouse. He said storage. I was looking for the word storage. Okay, this... No, it's not this one. This one? Well, first, like, who's even available, though? This doesn't tell me who's available. So how do you know what to... Okay, I'm just gonna presumably say any 6-star that I don't have, because frankly, I'm not even sure if I... How about this? Windsong, then. Windsong, because I have the free skin they gave for her. I don't want her. I pray fervently that I do not get her. I don't want Marcus. Between Ishod and Marcus, I actually don't like Marcus even more, so... Anyone here except for Marcus and Ishod, I'm okay with. You got Marcus? My condolences. I don't like... I really, really do not like Marcus. And I don't like Ishod much either. But between Marcus and Ishod, Ishod is probably preferable. Yeah, actually Mercuria or Lopera would be good. Between Mercuria and Lopera, then. Is probably ones that I would want. The two that I don't want are these two. So, Lopera or Mercuria. Got it. There we go. Alright, let's go. Ring, ring, round, 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 round. Please don't give me the ones I don't like. Please don't give me the ones that I like. Lapera, Vicaria, please. It's Beast. It's Beast. I'm safe. All right. I didn't get I didn't get Marcus.
Good. Right after today's training.
All right. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool with this. How am I cheating? What? It's a random invitation. Okay. Who did you want me to get? A character I didn't want? Is that what your plan was all along? That's the first copy. I don't have Spot though. See? First copy. I didn't have her at all. She's a fire type. I could throw her in Joe's party. Okay, back to the story. Hold on. There we go. Insert DVD. We are the Vigils Bureau. Is there an Arcanum situation you're dealing with? Got a dispute with your Arcanist neighbor? Don't worry, we're here to help. We are the Vigils Bureau. Committed to upholding the Vigils Meditation Code. Oh, no. Sorry, not meditation. Mediation Code. Protectors of the peace in every situation. Whether it's for you or your local police, we've got your back. Next time, leave this to the Foundation's PR department. These guys are hopeless at this. The senior remarked, sealing away the footage while struggling to keep a straight face. I'm getting a headache. Their evaluations would just have to be postponed for another 3 months. Why do they have a spawn all the way half across the screen? With another business ad? Okay. Your close companion is here. Isn't that a critter? Close companions, everyone's best friend. The earliest of these companions can be traced back to the east, where the Chenzai befriended the powerful Qiandao beast. Together, they battled against evil and maintained peace and harmony. To this day, the Yang family has still taken pride in the bond of their ancestors, shared with the Qianlang and Qiandao beast. The Showdown beast protects the world, a story familiar to every child, often whispered by the mothers to soothe them to sleep. But it's not just a legend, a close companion also exists around us. Your Zai, not Xi. Zai? Don't know. Xi, not Zai. Is that how you say it? Your gray-headed chickadee poet, your imaginary wolf friend, your changeling childhood playmate. They've long been a part of our lives and have become our most loyal friends. Now it's your turn to find your own close companion. Or perhaps get one for the kids, thanks to New Babel Critter Rehab Center. Critter companions are coming to every home. Special thanks to the Spank Pavlov Foundation for providing the companion footage featured in this program. What footage?
Here we are. Get out. First case of the day. Anytime regular beat cops find a case related to Arcanum, they'll call it into dispatch, and then we get to come mop it up. This is what we call a basic Arcanum incident. The bread and butter of our work, kid. It's not often that we get anything urgent, but you've got to stay on your toes. But to be honest, I hope we don't get anything big today. Last thing I want is to take a rookie like you into a real emergency.
I hope so too.
That's yes, ma'am. You got me? You're probably thinking I'm trying to put you in your place, huh? That I'm just bossing you around. But get off your high horse, princess, because as long as I'm your field instructor, you need to show some respect.
But I don't have a horse. and I didn't think you were bossy. I'm honored to have you as my partner and field instructor. I look forward to learning under you. Is there something wrong with what I said, ma'am?
Are you just that much of a pushover? Or is this all an act?
Pardon? I don't quite understand.
Nothing. Just keep close. You never know what can happen with these cases.
Finally! Do you know how long I've been waiting? Those monsters are at it again! Do something!
Please remain calm, ma'am. We're here now, and we won't let them hurt you. Am I correct that you reported there are critters that have broken into your house? Could you describe them for us? Do you have an idea how many?
I don't know. Like a ton? A bunch? 2.5 buttloads? I didn't stick around to count them.
Do you have a video feed?
So, there are many of them. In that case, I suggest we split up, ma'am. You could stay here and keep the lady safe, and send me to take the critters down. Given we're in the city, I suspect them to be tamed, and it's possible that someone may be controlling them. Once we've established their type, we may be able to deduce the incantation that's controlling them. Some incantations can be easily traced, such as the manipulation incantation or the shadow incantation.
Over there! There they are!
Please stay behind me, ma'am. We are... they? Is this... This appears to be a Moncelo, a new breed of critter from the Miss New Bible Critter Rehabilitation Center, endorsed by the LSCC. They are medium to large in size and classed as non-aggressive. The Moncelo consumes base arcane materials and extracts the energy from them. They are intended to assist in the arcane production industry. They've been slated for worldwide distribution. But why are they here?
Oh, they slipped from somebody's yard.
What are you waiting for? Do something! Kill them!
You probably find their owners.
Kill them? Oh, ma'am, please don't worry. They will not attack people. And it's against our procedures to kill non-aggressive critters without authorization.
But they're destroying my azaleas! And the stairs in my lawn!
The stairs?!
I almost bit my sweetie's tail off!
Your sweetie.
Your sweetie? I see, ma'am. I will do my best to get them up.
Yeah.
Hey! Don't you dare lay a finger on my precious munchies!
Don't let him wander into somebody else's yard then!
Can I help you, sir?
I knew it. This jerk is my next door neighbor. He keeps all kinds of these ridiculous smelly critters around. I order you to throw him and all his disgusting little pets in jail.
Are you out of your mind? They're just some adorable munchalos. What kind of sicko would want to hurt them?
What did I tell you, huh?
Is she a star character? Wait, why do I have it on him? I don't even know how she works. Like, I don't think this is the appropriate cue for her, right? Hold on. Mass attack reality. One target reality. And buff. Oh. Let's just tentatively put it on here for now. Whatever. You want me to auto?
Please stand behind me.
Hit. I don't know, I'm just throwing in support units for her, okay? But I already pressed it before you said anything. Or rather, before I saw what you said, to be accurate.
Please stay behind me. Relax, Xiangliang.
I wasn't paying attention to your conversation.
Please, don't resist. My responsibility.
So it's just healing itself? What's it gonna do? Curious.
No worries. Loaded. Please stay behind me.
I am not trying to disrespect anyone, okay?
You won't get away. Relax, Xiangliang. Please lend me your power.
Leave it to me.
Please, don't resist.
Please, take good care of yourself.
No worries.
Loaded. Leave it to me. Power from the soil. The field work went smooth. I look forward to our next cooperation.
What?
Finally, lunchtime. I'll grab the cheeseburger and an Americano. Large. So, some fluffy trespassers, an alchemy incident, a noise complaint for a werewolf infected, and a speeding ticket on an unregistered arcane vehicle. Honestly, busier than I expected, but it all went smoother than I expected. We've earned ourselves a decent lunch, I'd say. So what do you want, princess? What? Don't tell me our little visual princess can't stomach a bit of fast food. Better get used to it, kid. We're on a tight schedule. There's no time for fancy dining.
Oh, it's not that. It's just... Are all the restaurants here so expensive? This is the first time I've been to LA, and it seems things cost more than I expected.
What, you broke? You telling me the foundation, can't afford to pay you a decent wage?
Oh no. It's... my subsidy should be enough for daily necessities. It's only the... I was hoping to save some money, but it seems the prices here won't allow me to. Sorry, please forget it. I'll have a chicken sandwich. Thank you.
Okay. All right, question time, rookie. Because I think I've got the wrong impression. What I heard was that you were some pampered rich kid from a crazy old legendary family.
Then make one.
It's true. The Liang family have a long history and many legendary ancestors. But that was a long time ago. Nowadays, we're not so different from any other ordinary family.
Sure. Ordinary. That's definitely what I think of when I see you. I also heard that you've got a familiar.
You mean Qiangliang?
Yeah, sure, that. Come on! It's some mysterious arcane creature from the Far East. Everyone in the DAA is curious about it, myself included. So, you gonna show me?
Now? I'm sorry, but I must refuse your request, Miss Poitier. With all due respect, the Qiangliang is a sacred being. It is deserving of great respect. It has a divine mission to expel diseases and evil beings, and has guarded the world through the ages. Maybe that just sounds like old legends, but it's the truth. We've recorded every battle we fought in our family chronicles. And we're only allowed to borrow its power when we're in the greatest of danger. Please understand that I can't just summon it simply to show it to others.
Okay. I'm not unreasonable, princess. If it's a sacred thing or whatever, I won't bother you over it. Anyway, I guess I should say you're doing a lot better than I thought today. And I don't just give out compliments, you got that? So take some pride in it. Don't get cocky either. This was all chump work. You haven't seen the ugly side of this job yet. This morning might have been a cakewalk, but this job can blindside you just like that. Never underestimate anything.
You mean dealing with cranky citizens is cape work? I find that pretty troublesome, to be honest.
Hey, you in there, princess?
I apologize, but in our family, we have a rule. 食不言，寝不语. It means we believe you shouldn't talk when eating or sleeping.
What? You're kidding. You're trying to say I'm being rude? Or wait, you're serious, aren't you? What kind of stupid rule is that? Besides, why would anyone be talking while they're asleep?
It happens.
What, like you can't sleep talk? How do you even control that?
Right? I've had it when Cutie One would like talk in her sleep randomly,
Sorry,
and I'm like, wait, what are you
maybe I
saying? Are
didn't
you awake?
translate it right. It means keep quiet before sleep.
Kids do love chattering when they're about to sleep. More than not, Cutie 2 would be like, oh, by the way, I want to talk about something, but it's
The
bedtime.
heck? So many rules. Damn, princess, you must have had a miserable childhood. Let me guess. Every day was courses and training, stuck inside, no books, no movies. Did they even let you watch Saturday morning cartoons? I've heard of kids like you. Sounds worse than jail to me. A childhood like that is rough, kid. It's bad for your head. Bad for the job, too.
I don't understand why you're upset, Miss Poitier. How is it bad for the job?
Did you check the list of incidents before we set off? There's a case we're going to after lunch. A director that received some kind of threat. She's shooting a film in Chinatown. Anyways, this director's an arcanist, and her movie is all about arcanum. So it's in our department. The point is, knowing's half the battle in this job. It'd be easier if you were a cinephile, or at least familiar with films. Maybe then you'd know a thing or two about her. She's famous for those Detective CO7 films. The first movies to really put a focus on arcanum and arcanists. Something about it, though. The detective in those films used a skill a lot like this night piercer crook. What's her name again? Something with an N? No.
Noah.
Yeah, that's it. Wait, so you...
Yes, I've watched her movies too.
I'll be damned. So was it a special reward for getting straight A's, or...
Calling all nearby units. Code 3. We have a hostage situation at City Hall. Suspect is a registered arcanist posing a threat to life. On-scene officers are requesting immediate arcanist support.
City Hall. We're close by, aren't we?
Pack up, lunchtime's over.
Does she remember the whole guidebook? She totally did. She's probably like, I shouldn't have even brought that up. Excuse me.
Let go of the hostage, sir! This won't do you any good! Go away! Damn it!
That was close. Where's our backup?
DAA, at your service.
What's the situation?
See for yourself.
Don't come any closer. Stay back! Stay back! Please! Don't kill me! I'm sorry! I really am! Please let me go. Shut up! It's too late now. Say another word and you are dead! Stay back!
Hey! Trust me, pal. You really don't want to do this.
Who's that? Doesn't look like one of ours.
Just some civvy. She was talking with the suspect before we got here.
That woman...
What, you know her? Look familiar or something?
No, just a thought. It's nothing.
People make mistakes. But some mistakes can't be undone. Don't put that blood on your hands, or it'll never wash off. Is hurting this guy worth all that pain and guilt? Sooner or later, he'll get what's coming to him for what he's done. I promise you that.
Okay. It's solid. She's probably the vigilante, right?
But... I must!
He's distracted. Rookie. Time for us to take him down.
Codes that you might have missed. Wait, are those... Because the codes I got is from the Discord. Are those other codes?
Wow.
I'll go try them out after
So
this.
many things that I haven't seen.
My hands on the drums.
Don't be so furious. I tripled the ingredients this time.
Grow and flourish.
Hey, I'm the support staff.
My hands on the drums. Dive and thrive.
Come back. And get your feedback on our session.
Did we miss those? Oh.
Please stand down, sir.
Can you still use them? I'll go check it after this.
Suspect under control. I repeat, suspect under control. No further backup needed.
Nice moves. I was kinda hoping we get to see that familiar of yours, though.
For something this petty.
A simple threat like this isn't worthy of Qiangliang.
It might not
I
work
have to
then.
reserve its assistance unless absolutely necessary.
So is this just another one of those rules? Or do you mean its help comes with a price tag?
Probably.
That it?
What do you mean?
I mean, so far, every time you talk about the job or your family rules, it's
I
just the
see.
surface level stuff. How do you actually feel about any of this?
How I feel?
Do they have an
I
expiration
don't
date
understand
attached?
why it would be necessary to mention that.
'Cause we're partners, kid. We've got to trust each other. How am I gonna let you watch my six if I don't even know how you tick?
I see. You're my partner and instructor during my assignment with the LAPD Division of Arcane Affairs, So I'll do my best to learn from you and complete my work as assigned. I won't slow you down.
That's not what I'm... Forget it.
They're not on the same page.
Huh?
Oh, thank God you took down that lunatic. I'm really grateful, miss. But ain't you a bit young to be an arcane affairs officer? I think I've seen that uniform somewhere else before.
Yes, sir. Wait. I know you.
The arcanist scammer Johnny 3 Times has been apprehended. Using his arcane skill, Ominous Obeisance, he manipulated his victims to do anything he asked.
You're that scammer Johnny 3 Times.
Oopsie. Guess that's the downside of getting your name in the papers.
What? Didn't we already book that guy? What's he doing here?
He got a sweetheart deal. A reduced sentence in exchange for revealing where he stashed all the dough he stole. And it was a shitload of money, too. Apparently from some big donors to the mayor's re-election campaign. Of course he demanded he be present for the unveiling of his stash, so they brought him here. That's when this loony attacked the police escort, took him hostage.
Hey! Easy, officer! You've already got me! No need to be so rough with the cop.
We should have just let that guy ice him.
May I ask, officer, do we know if the man trying to kill him was...
Yeah, he's the son of a victim. This bastard took his mom for all she was worth, and when she found out, boom, heart attack.
Like mother, like son. He was just... It's a concrete jungle, baby. And it follows jungle rule. If it wasn't me, it would have been someone else. Then we've got this dumbass coming at me with even less of a brain.
Shut the fuck up, asshole.
Officer Poitier, what are you doing?
What? I'm teaching this douchebag a lesson.
But we can't do that. It's against the rules.
Well...
Let's get this straight, rookie. I should have known. You're just the worst kind of cop. Everything by the book, sticking to your high and mighty principles like you know what's best.
Huh?
梁月，你为什么要告诉老师？因为你们那么做是不对的。告密精，你不来就算了，为什么要让老师知道？我早说了，就不应该叫他。等等，别走。
No! Somebody stop him!
Okay. Okay, let me go test those codes real quick, see if they're still working. Okay, that one worked. Is there a gap between it, or? No, there's no gap between them. All right, thank you, Rixie. I believe so, yes. That's the first one I tried.
Stay back! Help me! Help! Get away! Out of my way! I will kill you! I will kill you all!
Damn it, is this dude high or something?
No. No, I don't think this is drugs. It's an arcane skill.
Rixie.
I sense some kind of evil spirit. I think I can stop him, ma'am.
Fine. Whatever it is, whatever you think you can do, do it.
I will. This is my duty.
Rixie, he doesn't even have an actual face. Like, his eyes are gone. I mean, he has no defining feature. He looks like passerby A or B or C. No, not at all.
Kill. I must kill this bastard! Who are you?
Please stay calm, sir. I have no weapon. I'm just here to make a phone call.
What? A phone call?
Yes. And you are going to make it.
Who are you dialing?
You'll soon find out.
Is she a medium?
强梁既出，王有不为，斩杀凶旧，消劫不祥。
Wow. So many things that I haven't seen.
He looks like Jiangxi. If I said that right.
My hands on the drums.
Don't be so furious. Ah, it seems to be mixed up. This should be fine, right?
I just noticed the music that they're using sounds like some of those like
My hands
old
on the
movie
drums.
songs.
Stay low profile.
No! No! My head! I'm so...
The event background music, yeah.
Should we
It sounds like
cuff
music
him?
from like the old movies my dad used to watch. That's why.
Allow me. But I believe we should bring him to the hospital to be checked over immediately.
Think you can handle him? We got this con man to take care of.
Oh, come on.
God, what a loser. So, you know what I'm about to say, right?
Hmm?
Okay, I'm sorry. Is that what you want? For me to say it? Sorry.
The event one? Oh.
I felt bad for that guy.
I didn't pay
but there was
attention.
nothing we could do for him while he was possessed. If it weren't for you, we might have shot him. Well done, Visual Liang. And please just forget what I said. I was out of line. Say something.
Oh, right. It's okay. I didn't take it to heart.
Good. Who's there?
Sorry, I shouldn't eavesdrop. It's a bad habit. It's just... You remind me of my friends back in the old days.
You're the lady that tried to help us soothe him. Thank you for the help. It could have turned out much worse if you hadn't been there. Thank you again.
That's too kind of you, young Vigil. I just did what anyone should. Really, it was you and your partner that were the real heroes.
You're too modest, ma'am. Actually, forgive me for asking. Haven't I seen your face before?
I'm not sure. I didn't really pay attention that closely. I was thinking the battle music did sound familiar though, or similar at least.
Good to know that someone still remembers those old flicks, even after all these years.
Yes, from the movies. That's right. You are...
Oops, you got me. I'm casing. Or were you hoping I'd say Detective CO7?
A full report will take some time. You'll need to wait for now.
Thank you, Doctor.
Our perp had his ID with him. That saves us a lot of digging. Eric Wong, 43, runs a grocery store in Chinatown. Let's see. The only family member we've got is his wife, a Lillian Lau, who immigrated to the States 10 years ago. Both have no criminal record, totally clean. He's an arcanist apparently, and a powerful one at that. But no reports of any prior misuse of arcanum. His car was found near the crime scene, all filled up with potatoes and carrots from the wholesalers. Either this was just a spur-of-the-moment wacko move, or some bizarre attempt at a tuber-based alibi. Anyway, we've contacted his wife, and she should be here soon. Maybe we'll get some more clues from her. Yo, Yang, you listening?
Oh,
I'll go listen to it and see.
You're right.
I mean, it depends on like how it's sang, the rhythm of the music, and the voice of the singer.
Earth calling Liang.
Especially when I can't understand.
Officer Podia, we're in a hospital. We should keep quiet.
I would have. But that didn't seem likely to bring you back to Earth, Space Cadet. So what's got you lost in space now?
I'm just thinking.
About what?
About Miss Qixing.
Ha, right. I guess you're really into those movies, huh? It's all good, boo.
I get the picture now. Our little CO7 fan sneaking into the cinema behind her parents' back. You know,
You're beginning to almost seem human, Princess.
At first, I thought you might be an android. Like those Laplace bots they've got writing parking tickets for us.
In fact, I do like Miss Qixing's CO7 movies very much. Her character means a lot to me.
Oh, is that the reason why you decided to be a visual?
Specifically, yes. It's the reason I decided my destiny was to be in the police. But back to the topic. I was thinking about Miss Qixing, but it wasn't because I like her or anything like that. It's just that her being here made me think about Night Piercer. Miss Qixing has a similar arcane skill to the one he appears to use. She called it Silver Needle. She even performed it in her movies. Could that really just be a coincidence?
Huh?
And what she said felt meaningful in some way. It's a great pleasure to meet you, Miss Qixing. I grew up watching your films. But what are you doing here in LA? I mean, if it's okay to ask?
Sure, not a problem at all. I'm here to see an old friend.
Is it Miss Noah? I heard she's planning a new film.
Oh, so you heard the news? It's been a long time since I last saw her. You're right though, kid. I've got something I need to talk to her about.
Of course. That's great. Oh, and the Dushu Festival is coming soon. I hope you all go to the Shouhu Parade in Chinatown. It'll be so much fun to see you there.
Huh?
Shouhu. Is it really that time of year again?
You don't like the parade?
Of course I do. I like every bit of it. Watching people eat, perform, and come together to celebrate the end of the year, and to pray for peace and good luck in the next. I like the pure and simple wish that the Shouhu parade carries. But it always reminds me of the ending.
What ending?
You mean the ending of the last film in the CO7 series?
Yes, I know lots of people like that ending. A reflection of reality, they say. Tragedy leaves people with a deeper impression than comedy. But as for me, I hated it. The good guys failed and the bad guys won? What kind of an ending is that? Maybe we don't get a say in how things work in reality. But in stories we can. We should.
Ooh, congrats.
Reality itself is tragic enough already. Why should a movie remind us of how absurd things really are? What goes around comes around. That's what people want to see in the movies.
I agree with you. When I was little, I also didn't like how it ended. Maybe it's true that reality can't guarantee us true justice, but I still want to see justice being served. At least in fiction.
I feel the same way. Pardon me for asking. That beast you summoned was something else. It reminded me of a certain creature. A legendary beast from the north of China. 強梁既出，網有不為。斬殺兇舊，梟截不詳. That must make you a descendant of the Liang family, right?
Yes, I'm Liang Yue, from the Liang family of the 12 Jins.
Liang Yue. Liang Yue. It's a good name, little Vigil. I'll keep it in mind.
The calls are really expensive. What does it cost? I'm curious about that. What? Deleted scene. Today's first guest is brilliant young actress you've seen in CO7 Part 1 and CO7 Part 2. Now she's returning for the upcoming CO7 Part 3, though honestly, why not just call them CO8 and CO89? Anyway, please welcome Qi Xing. Did I say that right? And then, you know what Noah said? She said we're wrapping up, so we might as well use all the explosives. Real explosives? So your reaction to the explosion wasn't just your stellar acting? I'd like to think some of it was, but that wide-eyed reaction when the explosion shockwave hit me, that was definitely real. No more big fireworks Part 3, I take it. You must have used up all of them in the last one. 50-50. What's that? 50-50. Either this film ends with the series with a bang, or flops on his face because it's garbage excuse for an ending. Whoa. I think we're about to head into a spoiler territory. Before Noir sues us, let's cut to commercial.
I read an article about the conflict between Miss Qi Xing and the other two producers of the CO7 series. Before, I thought it was only rumors. But now, thinking over what she said, what if it's true? What am I saying? It's ridiculous.
Then stop pouting over it, Princess. We've got work to do. You want to bet on how many people in LA have similar arcane skills? Come on, it's a total coincidence. You don't really think they're the same person, do you? That'd be nuts. I mean, it's the Detective CO7 we're talking about. Sure, she's been retired from acting for a while, but she's like super famous. If she was gonna go all kooky and start taking out crooks like she was the real CO7, why wait all this time? It's been years since her last movie, and we're only just dealing with this Nightpiercer guy now. Besides, it's not like it's a crazy, unusual type of arcane skill. Who knows?
What you talking
Maybe
about?
this Nightpiercer guy is a fan of Detective CO7's films too. Can't rule out anything yet. Hey, you okay in there? Did I knock the wind out of you?
It's okay. I'm fine.
She's coughing.
Forget it. Just like you said, it doesn't make any sense.
But you're injured, ma'am. You can't just leave.
I'm totally fine. It's just a tiny smidge of damage.
I can fix it myself.
You call a broken arm a smidge? Need to let us treat it immediately.
What's going on here?
Are you a vigil?
No.
Could you help me stop
False
this girl?
accusations,
She's
you.
trying to leave with a broken arm. She was in an accident, but since she's woken up, she's refused to let us examine anything. She might not be our normal kind of patient, but we're doctors. We can't let someone leave when they need immediate medical attention.
A vigil? I'm in a hurry now. I'm gonna miss my bus.
There'll be another bus, but you only have one buddy. You should listen to the doctor. Sit down and wait until you're cleared to leave. Please show us your ID so that the doctor can give you treatment.
Look! A hamster riding a stethoscope!
Why are you in such a panic? Oh dear.
A hamster what?
Now!
Hey, wait!
She is being so suspicious. Wait, are we actually gonna... Why are you beating her down? Why?
Stay behind me. I'll keep you safe. Oh look, another jar? We're not afraid of you. Oh, be careful. Let's get it over quick. Relax, I've got it in the loop. There they are.
Watch out!
Sorry, I'm after a...
Hey, Rookie, where did you go? Get back here. The medical report is ready, and Mr. Wong's family just arrived.
Understood. How's Mr. Wong doing?
It's not pretty.
He's still enraged? Why don't they name him by what his actual name is?
How? What happened to him? He seems completely normal this morning.
Please relax, Miss Wong. We have to wait and see what the doctor says.
You again.
Right. You're the local arcane private eye, aren't you, Joe? Are you commissioned by the victim?
What? Unlike some tax leeches out there, I actually help people in need. I don't charge a fee when it comes to my neighbors.
Sorry.
Miss Liang has cleared the unknown arcane skill that was afflicting him. His physical condition is stable, but I fear there may be some long-term effects on his mind. He seems to be suffering from a severe thought and memory disorder. It would be best to keep him asleep.
Doctor! When will he wake up? Can I speak to him?
For now, we suggest against it. It may cause him additional distress to see someone familiar to him. We fear there might be memory loss.
What? How? What should I do now? With this mother gone, I can't take any more of this.
Madam.
Reverse 1999 Kinoku. By the way, good morning. The event story is awkward.
Who's a little China's kid? Did the DAA give you a sidekick to do your job for you? Forget it, lah. Listen, if you are not going to do your best to help these people, then
I did not
it's
hack.
better you just stay out of my way.
When they first
I
brought
don't
him in,
remember.
there were remnants of the arcanum riddled through his body. It might have gone a long way to proving he wasn't in control of himself. But I guess anything definitive has already faded away.
I don't remember, really.
The doctors couldn't isolate a cause. Worst case scenario, they might not believe us and have this poor guy shoved off to the funny farm.
No! There was no demo.
Madam, please. You need to stay strong for your husband. They've brought in some of the best doctors from the Laplace Rehab Center. If there is anyone that can help him, it'll be them.
Was it 40? He sure it wasn't like, I don't know, 70?
He said that he was going to buy produce from the wholesalers. But I couldn't reach him. And then the police called. My husband is a good man. Everyone knows that. He would never do something like this. Please, miss. You have to help us.
Dang, Rixie, you got it down to the T.
You can rely on us, ma'am. We'll find out the truth behind this. I promise you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You are our only hope. Please.
Rookie mistake, Princess. Never make a promise about something you don't get to decide on.
I'm sorry, Miss Poirier, but I only meant...
Hold it. I didn't say we weren't gonna do our best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Not so fast. We still need some solid evidence if we're gonna crack this case.
But where to begin? It seems like there are no obvious clues beyond what we were seeing. Mr. Wong had no enemies and was well loved in his community. If that's the case, then it can't be a simple motivation. Still, something sticks out to me. When I ask about any recent events or happenings, it wasn't Mrs. Wong that answered. It was...
Joe, our private eye with a chip on his shoulder against the DAA.
Yes. He mentioned that there have been strange things going on around LA's Chinatown recently. According to my notes, he mentioned there were children that suddenly became distant and unresponsive, young men that began showing signs of memory loss, and an otherwise healthy elder that rapidly developed signs of dementia. Absent-mindedness, empty despondence towards family and friends, memory loss. It all sounds very familiar to Mr. Wong's condition, but no one thought to bring the matter to the police. I also spoke with the nurses here. They said they've also noticed an increase in patients from Chinatown complaining of confusion and memory loss. I guess once again, no one thought it was serious enough for our attention.
Well, what you thinking, Cadet? Are all these cases related? If it's as widespread as you're making it out to be, we might be in over our heads.
Even so, I think we can't overlook it as a possibility. Arcane skills that directly affect the mind are rare, but they do exist. I've read of similar cases in the Vigil's archive. One of them, as I recall, had very similar symptoms to what we're seeing here. However, if there were some criminal intention behind all of these symptoms, what could it be? Or could it be an accident? Maybe a child with a powerful arcane skill who can't control it. Or some unregulated and dangerous arcane objects. We can't draw any conclusions without more evidence.
Arcane objects. Isn't there a department in the Foundation that stores and records dangerous arcane materials?
Yes, at the headquarters of the Foundation. And its official name is... the Arcanum Containment Department.
Oh, the place that used to have Andronala's little toy robot.
Ah, voilà. Je crois que je suis arrivée. C'est bien plus lumineux et spacieux que je ne l'avais imaginé.
gets him all giddy. Are you sure? We're talking about Meta Pocket, aren't we? Welcome to the Laplace Rehabilitation Center. We are the world's leading hospital specializing in Arcanum. Whether you are suffering Arcanum-related injuries, cursed with bad luck after an argument with your neighbor, transforming more and more into a beetle with each passing morning. Yeah, that's oddly specific. Suddenly recalling your past life as a pharaoh and causing you great distress at your office job. That's very specific. The Laplace Rehabilitation Center is committed to giving you the best treatment available. Don't worry about whether your rare condition is covered by health insurance. To thank you for your contributing to medical advancements, we offer discounts and subsidies based on the rarity of your condition. Each rare condition gives you a flat 60% discount. If you're simultaneously bitten by a vampire and a dragon while dissolving into an oil painting, but you're somehow still alive, then that's right, your treatment will be free and we'll even pay you 8% of the treatment costs as the bonus. Dude, like, that is so specific. Thank you for supporting the Laplace Rehabilitation Center. Helping you helps us help everyone. Right? Right? That is so dang specific, though. Probably looking for experimental bodies. Last night, the Night Piercer struck again, attacking the convoy transporting the infamous Johnny 3 times. 2 officers were knocked unconscious during the attack. However, Johnny 3 times was seriously injured and it remains in critical condition. Insider says citizens clashed with the convoy earlier that day due to dissatisfaction over Johnny 3 times' light sentence. Later that night, the Night Piercer struck, seemingly enacting vigilante justice on behalf of Johnny Piercer 3 times victims. Public support for the Night Piercer has grown since, and although it's already been a day since the attack, crowds gather at the scene. We're here to hear what the people on the streets have to say. Serves him right, that scumbag deserves a prickly end. I think following the law is important, but honestly the way Johnny 3 times got off such a light sentence feels off. Oh, me? Are you asking me? Oh, sorry miss, but you haven't happened to see CO7, have you? Oh, no reason, I thought this was one of those prank interviews they've been doing lately. How should I put it? Sorry, but someone in my position isn't really allowed to comment on politics. Eh? Politics? Secret warrant.
Des armoires et encore des armoires.
Des armoires?
Qui est responsable ici? J'avais l'impression que c'était un département important, non? Où est la sécurité?
Why are you asking for security? You need them to help sort stuff with you?
Le département contient tous les objets connus qui ont produit des phénomènes dangereux ou mystérieux liés à l'arcane. Certains disent même qu'il contient chaque mystère arcanique résolu et non résolu, jamais enregistré.
Ok.
Et bien sûr, le plus grand mystère de tous les temps, la tempête, les défie toujours. Comme c'est le cas pour nous tous, il semble que chaque département sont désormais tournés vers l'étude de la tempête. Il y a peu de temps pour ces énigmes plus triviales. Je me demande comment va maman. Madame Z a dit qu'elle la surveillerait, mais toujours pas de nouvelles. Non, ressaisis-toi, Mathilda Boaniche. C'est ta maman, la plus grande mère de tous les temps. Qu'est-ce qui pourrait bien avoir mal tourné? Maintenant, sa fille la plus remarquable est en train d'accomplir une mission importante pour la Fondation. Contrairement à certains autres qui ont consacré leur temps précieux à des vacances au nom de réveiller les jeux d'Uluru. On espère tout de même qu'ils réussiront à rendre ces jeux aussi grandioses et sublimes qu'ils disent qu'il était dans le passé lointain, ou sinon...
Everything's fine here. Now on to the next row. Oh, this is one of my favorites.
What is it?
An excellent question, miss. See that serial number on it? AN003. A water sample from the Peilin River. Number 003. There are hundreds of thousands of samples, collections, and records here. But no matter who you ask, this particular one will always make their top list. Collected in a remote city in China, when the investigators arrived, they found that it had been isolated in time. All its inhabitants dressed and lived as if they were from the late Tang dynasty. They were completely unaware of the state of the world beyond their lands, as if trapped in a time capsule from the forgotten past.
Oh. But how is that possible? Did no one ever leave the city? Not even to travel or do business?
You're a clever one, miss. Yes, it seems the investigators were confused too. In the end, they realized that an arcane skill was affecting the Peilin River. Sadly, it seems the arcane energy was dissipating by the time they arrived, and they weren't able to figure out its cause. This is the only sample they were able to recover. Laplace has been begging for access to it. They're eager to unravel the mystery.
Wow, that is indeed a most intriguing claim.
It's not just a claim, miss. It's real. Wait. Miss Matilda Boaniche?
You've heard of me?
Yeah, of course. Who hasn't heard of the Boaniches and their star investigator daughter? Didn't you know that everyone's been talking about you since you joined the Foundation? Actually, my mother and I went to visit you. Oh, but I haven't introduced myself. Constance Scott. I'm a fellow graduate from SPDM. Of course, now, I'm just a record keeper here.
Actually, I've been looking for you as well, Miss Scott. Commissioner Pedra asked me to give this to you.
A letter? What's it about?
I couldn't say, but he had a most unpleasant look about him as he gave it to me. Then he asked me to review my report on the events in San Francisco. Are you alright? Your face has grown quite pale.
I'm fine. I just have a bad feeling
Scott.
I know what I'm about to read.
Scott.
The investigation has been concluded. Unfortunately, their findings were exactly as we feared. The suspect must be apprehended ASAP, and all efforts must be made to retrieve this arcane object before either cause further trouble. You must leave immediately. Her last reported sighting was in Chinatown, Los Angeles.
So, arcane object is missing.
新鮮嘅桔啊！
埋嚟睇，埋嚟揀啊！
Can.
Sorry, could you say that again? Ji Ma Wu? And that means paper horse dance? Okay, I got it.
喂，老細，今日仲有冇燒肉啊？賣晒啦！今日切條叉燒，整多半隻白切雞啊！
What's Shui?
Daddy, look! There's a dragon on the floor! That's totally cool!
Welcome to Chinatown. How do you like it?
Yes, it does give me a certain sense of nostalgia. Do you come here often, Miss Boydier?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, outside of work, it's been a while. 3 years or so.
Only once in 3 years? I don't think you can consider that often.
Yeah, well, it's a fun place for a day trip, sure. But things are different when you put on the uniform. Remember that private eye back at the hospital, Joe? You can get an impression about how people see the police around here from him.
You mean that the residents here don't cooperate with the Arcane Affairs Division?
Well, it's complicated. There's a lot of language and cultural barriers. Folks here just don't turn to the police to solve their problems. Even when they do, we feel like we have no idea where to start. The thing that surprised me the most was how arcanists of all kinds and humans live so closely together here. I guess it's the same in China, isn't it? I remember this one time we had a call about a break-in. When we got there, it turned out the shopkeeper was a big white bird as tall as I am. And this other time, we're chasing down a lost puppet for some lame-ass puppeteer. Anyways, so I asked an old lady if she'd seen a doll nearby. You know what she said? Well, I don't know what she said, but she started going off about me being a Laowai.
Huh?
Now give me some credit. I might not speak Chinese, but I do know Laowai means foreigner. So excuse me? Like, I'm American, baby. Born and raised.
Sorry.
That's not even the half of it. The thing is, I don't hate it here. Although I can't say I love Chinatown very much either. To be honest, most of us on the force haven't found a way to make inroads with the people here.
If that's the problem, why don't we try to understand things step by step? Maybe then we can start fresh? We're here anyway.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. If we're gonna get anywhere, then we'll have to start here. But we need to check another task off our list first.
Which is?
Should be right there, down the alley. Feeling excited, rookie?
Well?
We're about to pay a visit to your favorite director, Noir.
Favorite? What? No. I just like the movies, that's all. I've got no specific feelings for the director. Maybe just a little. I am curious about the mind of the director behind such great movies. But this is strictly a police matter, so I will act with professional self-restraint. Actually, I've made a request with the Vigil's intelligence branch for a file on Director Noah and any related events. We should get it soon.
You've got a file on her already? Feels like you're going a bit overboard, Rookie. It wasn't actually the director that called us. Her assistant did. Later on, Noir herself contacted us and said the so-called threat was just a misunderstanding. Normally, we'd leave it at that. There's too much real crime out there to bother with a case where the victim doesn't think anything happened. Still, according to dispatch, the assistant was real spooked over it. The operator got the feeling we should give it a second look, so they kept the file open. But look, this is just a follow-up and an excuse to come down here. So keep your mind on the real mission.
Got it, ma'am.
It's been reassigned to the local precinct.
What's wrong? What does that mean?
Nothing, kid. It's just most of the force aren't trained to deal with arcane crimes. Don't get me wrong. They're good, capable officers, but I'm worried. If this was any other case, I'd keep my mouth shut. But come on, this is clearly our department. This case has Arcanum all over it. I don't think they know what they're getting into.
Miss Boydier, I have an idea. What if we...
We prioritize Noir's case, which just happens to put us in Chinatown, so there's no harm in asking a few questions about our other investigation. I knew there was a little rebel in you, Liang. You like to bend the rules, just not break them. Am I right?
Loophole.
Not too often. Actually, I think we're obliged to take Miss Noah's case seriously, even if it wouldn't help us with the other case. Please wait a minute. It's my communication device.
SBF-1 portable contact device activated. You've received a new message. Downloading attachment. Download complete. Please check your mailbox.
Okay.
Message? What's it about?
It's from the intelligence department. They've found her records. Miss Noah is registered with the foundation. There might be something in her files that can provide us some clues. Wait, is this...
Summarize the story so far. Did you wander off? Oh, wait. You didn't even do the story. Did you skip through everything? So, Liang Yue was sent as part of Vigil to... She technically was sent to deal with the Night Piercer, or at least assist in the investigation. But they put her on like small little cases instead, with Poria as her mentor, guide, babysitter. And they ran into a case where someone was possessed or being manipulated by something. I think she called it the ghost plague. But she had it expelled with her arcane summon. And then we run into Qixing, who was the actress who played CL7 detective, whom the Night Piercer was imitating. But then we found out that the arcanum skill of this actress happens to be what was used in the movie as CL7. So I think she's kind of suspicious, but there's no proof. Like maybe the Night Piercer was just imitating. Honestly speaking, I think the Night Piercer is exactly the actress who played CL7, but you know. Then you found out that they gave the case to the local precinct, which is like, I'm gonna presume they're normal police officers who deal with normal things and not arcanum related things. Plot twist is Liang. She just arrived though. She has a solid alibi. And so now they're kind of like dealing with a case with Noir, who's currently in Chinatown, and that's the area where they could have picked up some clues about the little case that was given away. Anyways, reconstructing idealized memories. Although I don't usually keep a journal, I had to record it. Today's encounter, I met with the great Miss Matilda Boynish. I still remember that summer my mother lectured me for an hour before we left and then another hour during our journey. I thought I was following her instructions perfectly. I was just perfectly neat. My greetings were memorized word for word. But the moment I met the Boynish, I froze solid. Too nervous to say anything. Even adults can get stage fright, so how was it fair to give her own daughter the cold shoulder for it? A smile or a pat on the back from mother was all I needed to finish my greetings without fumbling. Thank goodness for Lady Beryl. She saw what happened and her gracious words salvaged the situation. I didn't disappoint my mother after that. I'm sure of it because the rest of my memories that visit were pleasant. Lady Beryl's warm smile and Matilda's energetic chatter. Matilda could be as noisy as she liked and still win her mother's approval. How I envied it so much. But Lady Beryl, for some reason, I can't remember what she looked like. Now I understand Latham's frustration. Being Matilda's mother, I could imagine a mature, refined version of Matilda, minus the childish energy and, oh right, without the hooked nose. That's my mother's trait. The hooked nose kind of came out of the left field there, like what? That was random. Matilda's not noisy. Nah. She's saying that she can't quite remember how Matilda's mother looks, but she thinks that she must be an older version of Matilda without all the chatter. X to doubt.
Whose is this?
Like mother,
It's
like daughter
blocking the
situation.
camera sightlines. Get it out of the way. When are we coming in? We've been waiting forever. I wish I brought a chair.
So you can carry it back.
What's going on? Are they filming another movie? Do you see anyone famous?
My kids don't dodge. Your point is?
Oh, is that today's lunch? Mind if I take a look? Not now? Alright, fine.
4?
That's that odd person I saw at the hospital. She works for the foundation.
You talking about Lang Yue?
You mean Camerahead over there? What do you mean by odd? You think she could be a fake?
No, she's a real foundation member. I checked her information as well when I inquired about Miss Noah's file. Her name is Latham, an awakened arcanist, currently working in the Arcanum Containment Department. I wasn't given any access to her details, but based on our encounter, we should have no problem with her.
Good.
Hmm,
Fine.
okay.
I'm happy enough leaving the Awakened to their quirkiness.
What do you mean she hasn't eaten yet? Director Noir's doctor was explicit that she's not allowed to skip any meals. Oh, hello, officers. How can I help you?
We received a call from a Lin Wang. Did you make a report about some unknown person making physical threats and stalking Miss Noir?
Yes, that's right. I'm Lin. But...
We did it! Abby, you're here!
Cut. No. I'm afraid we'll have to roll that again.
I'm sorry, Director.
Not at all. I just want more emotion this time. She's your true love, but you have been apart for a long time. Things are different now. She is. You are. Your reunion must be more complex. It isn't simply happiness you feel. You must mix that emotion with worry and guilt. She doesn't know anything about what happened to you. You can't help but worry that she will never be able to understand you. You wonder if she has got herself into any troubles. I know this is a short scene, but the audience must see a full range of emotions. You are capable of more, so be more. I know you attended drama school, so let's see that training shine. I know you can do it.
Yes, Director! I will try my best!
Oh, she's the encouraging kind. I don't know why I always, when I hear about directors, they're usually rumored to be grumpy.
Good.
6?
Let's roll it again.
Oh. Excuse me, Director Noir.
For someone that famous, you think I'd have known she uses a wheelchair. How you feeling? Finally getting a chance to meet your favorite director. Thrilled? What's with the long face, kid? Where'd all your excitement go? Oh, is it about the message you got?
Yes. It's just something that's bothering me.
Thanks for coming, officers. But I believe I've already explained that this was all just a misunderstanding. As you can see, I'm in perfect health. Well, ignoring these two.
But according to your assistant, there's been someone stalking you for months, and they've recently sent you a threatening letter. So what? That all just misunderstandings too?
Nobody.
I'm terribly sorry for inconveniencing you, officers. Lin is a very dedicated assistant, always looking out for me.
Spasadea.
She may have just overreacted to my situation. I don't mean to brag, but I've been in the limelight for long enough that I've seen my share of crazy fans. I'm used to it.
Sure, I
I get that. But about that letter you received, do you still have it?
I'm afraid I don't have it anymore. I received so many letters, most of them friendly, some of them not so much friendly. I've made a name in this industry, and a few enemies too. If I paid any attention to the negativity, it only dragged me down. I tend not to keep the bad ones around. While I'm sure you would do a fine job keeping me safe, officers, I can't let myself worry over it. Besides, what are they going to do? Break my kneecaps? Frankly, the only thing I am worried about is that your presence is another distraction for my crew. So, it's very much appreciated that you went out of your way to check in on me, but I have a movie to make. I can't disappoint my fans. Now, if you'll excuse me, we're burning daylight and I still have 4 more scenes to film. These Hollywood producers may have opened doors for me, but they also give me so many problems lately.
Is this really just because of her movie?
Pardon me?
You seem to be refusing our assistance because you've decided this threat is only a harmless prank. You've decided that it's worth the risk to focus on your film. I don't mean to judge your decision.
Right, Kinoko?
It may be understandable in some cases. But if this threat is not just a prank, if it is serious.
Am I sensing disapproval?
There has been an increase in patients coming from Chinatown showing signs of mental instability. Their symptoms include confusion, amnesia, drowsiness, and volatile anger. None of the patients seem to have anything in common. No prior history, all without a clear cause. Does that sound familiar?
Sorry. Is this leading somewhere?
A case 8 years ago. He Rizhun, the scriptwriter for your first big hit, Detective CO7. She burned to death in her own house. However, the cleaners found a film reel in the debris, surprisingly intact after the fire. Strange, isn't it? Every other item was burnt to ash, yet this one 8mm reel was as good as new. The cleaners felt the same way, so, being curious, they played the reel. 3 of the 5 who watched it ended up in an asylum. 1 jumped from a building.
How does this
and the
sound
last, according to the reports,
familiar?
became like an empty shell of a person.
Like Ringu.
What's happening here reminds you of that.
There are some commonalities between the cases. I can't ignore the possibility that they are related. 2 in particular stand out to me.
I'm not
The
snacking.
similar symptoms of those affected. And you.
I'm not really.
Hard to shake the thought that these are
I
not
just found
coincidences.
this and I was just looking at it.
What are the police still here for? Are we gonna get back to filming? Who knows? But it doesn't seem good. We are losing light here. Can these guys wrap it up already?
No, it's not muted. I was taking a picture to prove my point. I am not eating right now.
No.
I had a
not
snack
at all.
earlier.
I'm just hoping you might be able to shed some light on our case. After our initial investigation, we officially recorded it as an ominous Arcanum incident and determined that the cause with that 8mm film reel, which contained a film titled Reunion of the Three Swallows.
It
This
fell
day,
over, so I
however,
was trying to
the exact nature of the
straighten it.
Arcanum hasn't been conclusively determined. We still aren't sure why it has this strange effect on people's minds, nor
I'm not!
it appears to be irreversible. Perhaps more importantly,
Oh my gosh.
we still don't know
No.
the origin behind the Arcanum on the reel. There are many possible causes that might create such an effect. One of the most common thought is from absorbing powerful emotions from an Arcanist. The darkest emotions possess the strongest power. Anger, hatred. Emotions so strong that they can outlast their bearer's death. Like a curse from beyond the grave, carrying out their last will as an
It just turned
obsession.
into a horror game.
And in such cases, these objects are sure to lead to disaster. I believe that this film is, undoubtedly, one such cursed item. If it is the case that this film was involved in these new incidents, then we must find out what obsession it's carrying out and find a countermeasure.
I assume you're already on the case.
Indeed, I am, Miss Noah. I've been studying the report on the original case, including some of the theories of the original investigator.
What the heck?
One of the theories suggests that, despite your collaboration on the CO7 series, there were many points of conflict between you and Miss He. In fact, the reports mention you had a violent quarrel with her on the day of the fire. There was even a question about whether you might have been responsible for her death. So, as you can see, I have more than a strong reason to believe you are connected. And if this cursed reel is behind these recent incidents, I'm afraid that you may be the intended target of this curse.
What's rigged? What's rigged? Like the story or what I just... Oh. You talking about that battle you're trying to shorten to 3 rounds? Exit up what? What are you doubting? Gosh, post-lunch question.
Hot damn, Rookie. Who could have guessed the famous director would be a part of her own real-life thriller? After talking to her, we still got nothing useful to go on. I can't read anything behind that smiling face of hers. But if your little theory has got any truth to it, then Noir is in real danger. So why not talk? Isn't she worried about her own life?
How do I show you proof when it's in their tummies and they're at school?
是吗？原来对面杂货店那家的女儿也……
就是咯，最近都不知道搞什么，好多街坊家里都出了事。老卢家还算好嘞，他带个女儿去看中医，抓了药，吃了一段时间就好了不少。但是对面街口马仔，他妈就麻烦了。那个阿婆原本就身体不好，忽然间又变得疯疯癫癫， 之前都有个靓妹来问这件事，说什么事情不太对路。哎，
听说还有人打听过这件事，那是
他说自己是什么新科学什么鬼事务所，还给了我一张卡片，印得鬼马了个，不过不知道被我放到哪里去。
How do you lose a business card so fast?
多谢你。
So, any progress?
I have some bad news. First, there are more victims than we expected. Second, we're not the only ones who've noticed. We need to hurry if we don't want this case to attract wider attention.
Why don't we start with the director then? She seems like our best lead.
And also not very cooperative.
I've got a hunch her case is connected with this one. Just like you said, there are too many coincidences to not dig deeper.
Do they sound super different, Rixie? Like Laos and Thai?
That writer, what was it?
Well, actually, they sound, I meant, similar.
She's an arcanist, right? No surprise that she'd imbue that film with all of her final bits of hatred. I've seen a dozen cases like it. Cursed objects are weird as heck. It's definitely possible that it could have chased Noir all the way here.
Very
There
different.
isn't any evidence that corroborates the rivalry
What am I
between
kidding?
Miss Noah and Miss He.
The God run didn't work out, I'm guessing.
Hold on. Didn't you read that in a report by another visual? Maybe it's only hearsay, but that's something.
Aww. It's kind of like that one run of Apocalypse where I was at 1599, just 1 point short of winning.
Not only that, get this. I did some digging of my own. The night that cleaner leaped off that roof was the exact same night that Noir was in the car accident that left her legs paralyzed. It gets freakier. According to the reports, they happened within minutes of each other. And the building was less than a block away from the scene of the accident. How's that for evidence? We've got a saying in the DAA, Cadet. When it comes to Arcanum, there's no such thing as coincidences.
Who's RNG's? Hers?
There isn't much to go on. We need evidence.
Of course. We can't just leap to accusations without proof. But when it comes to arcane crime, you've got to follow your hunches. So keep your nose to the ground. I get you. This isn't just about evidence. You don't want to point the finger at someone you admire, but you've got to pursue this, even if that means you have to separate the artists from their work.
Actually, there is another reason that I'm not entirely convinced that Miss Noah, the film incident, and the events in Chinatown are connected. In fact, it's quite a substantial reason. If our records are correct, the cursed reel was found and contained by the Foundation 6 months after the initial incident, which means, unless something has gone horribly wrong, it should still be safely stored within the Arcanum Containment Department.
Oops, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They lost it. They lost it!
Well, if I remember it right, you mentioned earlier that you saw someone from the Foundation acting suspicious yesterday.
Oh, I see where this is going. So the girl with the camera on her head is probably also here to look for the missing item, huh?
Yes. Like the lady over there. She also works for the ACD.
Why am I sus?
We'll have a talk with her.
I didn't have any connection to this incident. I'm just reading it now, or watching it rather. Why am I eating a Moogle? I didn't eat the Moogle, I was putting it back. What dev mode are you talking about? No. Yeah, there's no proof. You weren't here to see anything at all. Okay, so you said her support is Flutter page.
Just,
Fine.
stand with the others.
Didn't I? No, I didn't!
No worries. Up and at it!
The polls, not the dev mode that does not exist ever.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
All right, I'll tell. But only to you, since you're Vigil, but she isn't, right? Sorry, I should really only disclose this info to other Foundation members. There's no one I would trust more than a Vigil, Miss Liang. I'm here on a mission for the Foundation, and you might be able to help me with it.
September 1990, a female arcanist committed a serious assault and caused a number of casualties. She had appeared at an illegal gathering held by the Order of Enlightenment, a subordinate organization of Manes Vindictae. The Timekeeper encountered her and confirmed her identity. Anjo Nala, a Beyond Arcanist. Born sometime in the 19th century, she was sealed inside a wind-up toy in the year 1968. Since then, she has become a lethal weapon that must obey whoever possesses her toy. But back in 1985, I mean, the real 1985, that toy had been safely stored in an Arcanum containment department as a dangerous item.
Until it was stolen.
You were involved in that particular inventory check. There are 4 additional items that are now lost aside from number 066. The circumstances of the last storm and that devastating spell threw our whole organization into chaos. However, there's no excuse for failing to uphold our department's most crucial mission. Fortunately, it appears that our break-in was committed by a single culprit.
How many items got stolen? Goodness.
Your partner just said.
Thought it was
It's
just a
about all the
robot.
weird things that happen in Chinatown, right? It was my mission to catch Latham and retrieve all the arcane objects she'd stolen before they caused more damage.
So Latham did it? What?
But I guess it's already too late for that.
No, before, like, with
Then you're saying that...
with the Anjanala thing.
Yes, the cursed reel from the
I thought it was
incident
only like
was among
one
the stolen items.
at the time.
And you said that you have some clue about its current whereabouts? I was told to operate under strict secrecy. But at this point, the faster they're retrieved, the better. So, shall we work together? Our main suspect is Latham, an awakened arcanist.
Oh, we saw her. Wait, suspect. So they can't really say that she really stole it. Maybe she was on duty that day that it got
We were
Things got
colleagues and
stolen?
close friends. I used to call her Loggerhead because she's the most forgetful person I know.
That might be what.
At first, I refused to believe she could do such a thing. I still don't understand why. She's not the kind to be greedy. But the Vigils investigated the theft thoroughly, and the Vigils are not the kind to make mistakes. You've been here a few days already.
Time to never
right?
build her? Huh?
Have you had any word about where she might be?
On the set of a movie?
Sorry, I haven't.
What do you mean? You seen her though. Oh wait, she didn't see her on the set. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Why are you not telling her?
What a pity.
Wait, why did she lie? I know, but that's not the point. Why did she lie though? There's no reason not to cooperate. Unless she wants access to her so she could ask where the items went. Noah, female arcanist. Her arcane skill allows her to manipulate inanimate objects within a defined range, designating them as actors. Born in Hong Kong in 1950, graduated from the USC School of Cinematic Arts in 1972, later worked at what would eventually become known as TVB. In 1978, she began collaborating with independent production companies to produce low-budget films. Released her debut film Muddle in 1979, established New Art Company in 1980, and began working on the film Detective CO7. 1983, a car accident left her paralyzed from the waist down, allegedly tied to the film accident. For more details on the film accident, please refer to the attached documentation. Which is apparently not available. Okay then. Oh wait. Wow, for once they're not offering those materials I normally ignore. Okay, fine. Probably have to get it later then.
Have a good day.
What's the rush? I haven't even finished my noodles.
We can eat later, but we need to find Miss Latham now.
Wait, hold on. I'm all for chasing down a crook. But why do I get the feeling you didn't tell your Foundation friend about your run-in with Latham?
Right, right.
Why are you keeping her in the dark?
I think that something isn't right about her.
Who?
I've been to the A City before. To most, it might seem defenseless, but it's actually heavily protected by arcane rituals. According to Miss Scott, Latham acted alone.
She suspects
But there's
Miss
nothing
Scott?
in her file that would suggest she's capable of that. Her arcane skill level is frankly far from remarkable. Even with insider knowledge, I don't believe it's possible she could have
That would be
bypassed
cutie
the
3.
security system and escape on her own. Either Miss Latham has played the Foundation for fools, or she has more powerful accomplices. That leads me to another thing. This mission is not something a typical Foundation staff member would be assigned to, as Miss Scott claimed to be. There's something we don't know.
Yeah, she absolutely loves that Indomie.
You're saying that girl with glasses lied to you.
Maybe. Or that she was being lied to herself.
It's Friday. Go eat, go
I
eat.
found while searching through Miss Latham's files, or rather what I didn't find. There were no warnings or notices on her employee records.
You mean she's not actually wanted?
Maybe she's a witness.
No, I don't think so.
Excuse me.
Miss Scott said that their department wanted to solve this problem in secret. So I thought that might explain the reason Miss Latham's warrant wasn't on her file. However, when I tried to access more of their records to double-check my findings, I ran into a block on Miss Scott's records.
Access denied. You do not have permission to view this information. If you need access, please contact your supervisor.
There was some really good, somewhat addictive.
It could just be because I'm only a cadet. There are some files that I don't have access to yet.
Rice crackerish type
supervisor,
snack from Japan.
But I haven't heard anything back.
But I found at the Asian Mart that was really good.
I don't mean to distrust her, but I can't hold anyone above suspicion.
And what about me? You're putting a lot of trust in me, Liang. Is it really alright that you're telling me all this?
No.
A dangerous item stolen from the Foundation, and possibly an inside job at that. That's a scandal in the making.
There, I found it.
You could have just lied to me.
Good.
Make up some kind of story. It's not hard for a smart kid like you.
Why would I? We're partners, Miss Poitier. Hiding information from you wouldn't be right. You told me that yourself, didn't you?
Me?
Yes. The first day we were on duty together, you said you need to know what makes me tick.
I did, didn't I?
I've reconsidered it.
I didn't buy it on
And
Amazon.
you're right.
I bought it at the
During my training as a vigil, our instructor emphasized many times that trusting our partner was of vital
R1999. I'm
importance.
not sure if that's a Vietnamese or
And you, Miss
Chinese
Poitier,
supermarket.
have proven to be
It's like
capable,
$1.50.
decisive, and compassionate. I've developed a deep respect for your work.
I was just showing you that.
We share the same
okay.
goal, to
Then
discover
yeah.
the truth behind the
I bought it
incidents
there.
happening in Chinatown. I can't think of any reason why I shouldn't cooperate
And Nibs
with you.
and Cutie too likes it very much.
Alright, enough! I'm blushing already. Damn, girl. I didn't expect my meek little mouse to turn into this.
This what?
Forget it. You've made your point. Now stop it.
Excuse me. But yeah, they're pretty good. Cutie one tried it and was like,
My point.
he was like, oh, it's
I'm worried that the
spicy. Ran
Foundation
off to
is
go
gonna
get a cup of
punish
milk.
you for leaking classified information. Won't you get in trouble?
Though I may be a vigil of the Foundation, before that, I am the descendant of the Liang family. I'm obliged to do all that is necessary to fulfill my destiny. And given the circumstances, I think providing all relevant information that might assist us in catching the thief and retrieving the threatening arcane objects is worth bending the rules. Just a little. Besides, I'm not under any orders to keep this a secret, so...
Cheeky. And you say you don't like bending the rules. I see you, boo. And I like it. Come on, let's work this out together. Partner.
Which one is my room again? Oh, right. I wrote it down. Let me see. There it is. I almost went too far again.
Now the key card. Where did I put it? Oh, here. Home sweet home. Oh, I'm exhausted.
Was somebody waiting for her in there? Yep.
Latham, right? It's been a while.
We have some questions for you. Please try to cooperate.
Dun dun dun.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
Right?
Time to heat sharp.
Perfectly understood.
My turn. 8th Street style.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master?
Relax, I've got it in the loop. Mise en scène?
Hey,
Leave it to me.
body's all natural.
Sterile.
Time to heat up the forge.
Oh, hi.
Feel my dark embrace.
Whew, that went smooth.
Exactly.
All right, fine. I'll tell you everything. It was me, okay? They said I stole those arcane objects and sold them for money. Well, maybe I did. Ouch!
What do you mean, maybe?
Because, actually, I can't remember it. I can't find my memory film for that time, so really, I just don't know.
Memory film.
So, to summarize what you just said, Latham, you're an awakened piece of a movie projector, which forms a Latham loop. You were designed to play movies, not record them, and that's why you suffer from severe amnesia. You can only recall things that happened within the last 3 days, and after that, you'll forget almost everything. Do I got that right?
I guess so.
You guess so? I can see why that friend of yours calls you Loggerhead. You deserve the name. What is going on here?
It's understandable. Awakened arcanists often suffer side effects related to their origins and materials, but still, this is quite unusual, to say the least. So, she has no memory of what happened 3 days ago, or even any of the cases she was involved in. So then, she's basically useless to our investigation. I can only imagine what a disaster it would be if you showed up in a Detective CO7 movie.
Hey, that's rude. How come I'm a disaster?
If you're the only witness and you can't remember it for 3 days, yeah, that sounds like a disaster.
What do you think?
I've made a request for Miss Latham's detailed records, but I don't think she's lying. Back at the hospital, the best lie she could come up with was a hamster riding a stethoscope. I kind of doubt she's a master manipulator.
They launched their mobile version one day ahead of time because there's another game that's considered a ripoff of their game being released the day after. So they're like, oh, no, mobile version out now. Nibs was laughing when he told me about it. But nah, we kind of stopped playing that one because their updates on content is extremely slow. And for some reason or another, probably due to money grubbing habits, their cash shop is constantly being updated though, like almost every 2 weeks. But the actual game content does not. So you like see new costumes, new furniture skins all the time. Every 2 weeks or so in that game. But the content, oh gosh. You'd be lucky to get it every 2-3 months even.
Let me sort things out. Miss Loggerhead, you said you could record and save your memories using a special type of film developed by Laplace. Which means that even if you don't recall taking anything from the Arcanum Containment Department, your film should show whether you did or not.
And it's gone.
But the fact is, the films are gone. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I usually carry my most important memories with me and leave the others in my room. The Foundation staff checked the visitor log after the stuff was stolen. Turns out I was the only one who visited the office that day. So they sent people to my room and checked all my film, but they didn't find anything. Then they said they already had other evidence, so...
Just by the way she speaks,
So they just declared Loggerhead guilty.
it's not
But that
possible
doesn't
for
make
her
any
to do
sense to
it.
me. Something must be wrong.
Because she can't even remember very long, much less plan out all of that. Planning would at least require her to remember. Excuse me.
So, when you found Miss Latham, you bought her a train ticket instead of putting her under arrest.
I know I've gone against orders, but I'm sure Loggerhead didn't do this. She's my friend. I can't just arrest her and have the Foundation lock her up. I'm sorry for keeping all of this from you, but you're a vigil. I had to be careful. So, if it's not crossing a line, Miss Liang, Miss Potier, can I ask you to keep this between us? You can report it after we find out who's really done this.
Could you, please?
We'll talk about that once we figure out what the hell's going on. Back to the case. You said she gave you a train ticket. What are you still doing here?
Actually, while I was on my way to the train station, a car on the other side of the street lost control and hit my cab. Thankfully, it crashed into the passenger seat where I was sitting. My metal's much stronger than human flesh.
That's right. There was a car accident yesterday morning. The driver suffered some kind of unknown mental abnormality while he was on the road. Maybe he's fallen victim too. What happened next?
Wait, they said it's a film reel, right?
And you showed up. I thought you were gonna arrest me, so I ran as fast as I could.
What if the film reel is actually on her head right now? The one they're looking for.
Scott said they could use them to track me down. I couldn't get a hold of anyone and didn't know what to do. And even though I don't know for sure, I really don't think I'm guilty. It's super weird to be on the run when you feel like you're innocent. So, I went back to Chinatown to ask Director North. She was the only one I could contact directly.
Noah, could you tell me how you got to know her?
Of course. Let me see. Walk of Fame. Walk of Fame. Okay. Now I just need to turn left. Wait, which way is left again?
Oh.
It changes every time I turn, right? Gosh, how the heck do people read maps?
Are you alright? It seems you could use some help.
Noir stopped to help me. She was really interested in my head, so we had a little chat, and I found out she was a director. She offered to take me to the Walk of Fame. We talked a lot about movies on our way there. Then I told her I was traveling alone, so she invited me to join her movie shoot in Chinatown. How could I say no? I mean, she's a famous director. There's no way I'd miss a chance like that.
Interesting. That was the same day that odd things started happening in Chinatown.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Did anything strange happen that day?
Let me see. I did find a strange film reel when I was unpacking that night.
A strange film reel?
Wait, could that be...
Yeah, a strange film reel. I've gotten into the habit of labeling my films like check every day or check from time to time, so that I know what to watch to keep important things in my mind. I was gonna do a review that night, but when I looked through my film, there was a roll without a label on it. It couldn't have been mine because it was made of a different material. I was so curious about it, you know? So I played it.
What did you see?
It was a movie, I guess, but it was pretty short. More like a demo or a trailer or something. But it was so weird. Like a jumble of pictures and sounds. It didn't make any sense to me. I don't know, maybe it was a prank or something?
What's wrong?
The film, it's gone.
What?
It's a haunted film.
I can't find it. It was right here in my bag.
Give it to me. Damn, first time I've seen a bag messier than my sister's. Do you ever organize your stuff?
She labeled it.
Nope, nothing. You didn't take it out and lose it somewhere, did you? Mistake it for a tip for your pizza guy or something.
Film reel as a tip.
I forget things, but I'm not an idiot. I didn't lose it. Check my film if you want to prove it. It just disappeared into thin air.
But your film only records what you saw. Someone might have taken it when you weren't looking. Does anyone else know about this film reel? Did you have any visitors or notice anything suspicious after you played it?
Suspicious? I don't think so. At least I didn't see anything. The only person who visited me afterwards was Scott. She came to tell me I was wanted by the Foundation. Oh, but actually I wasn't alone when I played it. Noir was with me. She said she was interested in my memories, so she came and... What's wrong?
So, it was Noir who took the film?
Oh dear.
What are you?
Sorry, Director. I'll try again.
Don't bother. Clearly, your martial arts skills are severely lacking. I don't want you to hit your head when you fall to the ground. Go. Take a break.
That was the last one, Director. There are far fewer stunt performers with martial arts experience here than in Hong Kong. Master Lau and his men will arrive in a few days. Perhaps we could shoot the scene then?
Nicholas is on a tight schedule. I doubt he'll change it. Let me see what I can do. Her again?
Oh, that young officer?
What do you want? Listen, I don't know what you are trying to do, but can't you just leave us alone? Sorry, ma'am. This is a closed set. If you don't have a warrant, please leave.
Guys, relax. Liang isn't as mean as she seems.
I must say, I didn't expect to see you so soon, officer. Is there something else you wanted to ask me? I think I made myself perfectly clear this morning. I know nothing about your case.
No, madam. I'm here to help.
Help with what?
Miss Latham mentioned that you are looking for a qualified stunt performer for your movie. I'd like to help with that, if you don't mind, as an apology.
You surprised me again.
Hold on. Phone call. Yeah, that's what the phone call was about. His mom called me to go eat lunch. I'll be back.